All right, we're back here. We are in our list, and all of our data looks good, with the exception of maybe these columns aren't exactly ordered the way we want them. We have the last name column first, and that's fine, but maybe we'd like to have that first name column in the second position and change the position of some of these other columns too. So we can do that. We can do that by changing the view, and it's very, very simple to do that. We simply got to go up to our list tab here, open up our ribbon, and you'll see we have a big section here called Manage Views. We're going to click on Modify View, and it brings us to this window, and we have a lot of options in here. Now, some of these down here we're not going to deal with in this module. We'll take a look at those later on. But right now we're going to start at the top with the view name. And right now it's called All Items. And that's fine. I'm fine with that name. We don't have to change it, but you can call it whatever you want. And down here we see the columns that we have displayed. Now, even though we only have these columns displayed, you see that there's a lot more out here that are available to us. Things like the app is created by. Well, Jerry Watts created it, so if we put that, it would say Jerry Watts. Who modified it? Jerry Watts. If there were any attachments, we don't have any created by. Again, these would be Jerry Watts. For the list, ID, we can assign a separate ID number to all of these. You'll see we have our last name columns, which we didn't find before. We had to change the name of the title, but that's fine. And we have modified by and modified. All of these kinds of things that we could add, but we're fine with the ones that we have. We also have over here the position from the left. This is the order that they're showing in right now, and that's what we want to change. That's why we're here. So what we're going to do is go to our first name column. Right now it's in the 5th position, and we're going to change it to the 2nd position. Then let's go ahead and let's change department to the 3rd position. And then the manager's name to the 4th position. And let's see, where does that leave us? Email is 6th. And business phone is 5th. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So let's go down to the bottom and choose OK. And now when we come back to our list, we see last name, first name, department, manager's name, phone, email, and the job title. And if we wanted to go ahead and change that, again, it was just as easy, just the exact same thing that we did before. Oops, that wasn't where we wanted to go. Let's go back to our list, modify view. I want the job title in the 4th position. Manager in the 5th. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Let's go ahead and choose OK. There, that's better. Now we go ahead and see that our list is fine and showing exactly the way we want it. Now let's go back to list and take a look at our views. Now this is the view for all items. And if I select, it's also the default view because we modified the default view. So if I changed it to the all items view, nothing changes. It's exactly the way it was. But we can make more views. We can create another view. Now let's take a look in here. We have 6 different choices. We have the standard view, which is what we're using, a calendar view. Now we're not going to deal with this in this course at all. I promise you, I'm going to make another course that deals with calendars, and we'll talk about it there because a calendar is technically still just a list using a calendar view. Access view, we don't have any use for the access view and creating forms. If you want to know more about that, watch my course on preparing for SharePoint BI. Datasheet view, we're going to deal with that in another module in this course. Gantt view is like a project management chart view. That's not appropriate to what we're doing in this course. And custom view in SharePoint Designer, that is way outside the realm of what we're going to go ahead and talk about in this whole series. So we're going to go and create a new standard view. And let's give it a name. Let's say this is extended. We're going to call this the extended view. And notice I have the option to make this the default view. I don't want to do that on here. The view audience, we're going to create a public view, but notice you also can have it as a view that only you can see. Now in here, we're going to add some of these other things. Let's see, add app created by, and let's do ID, and how about modified by? And we're going to make ID the first column, and modified view, well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Hold on. App created by, that's fine in the 9th position. And I'll make modified the 10th position. All right, and now when we go ahead and choose OK, see that? Oh, it didn't give me that my app was created by Jerry Watts. I'm very surprised at that. But you can see that it gives us that information, and that is now the extended view. That's not the default view, because if I go and choose default, which is all items, goes back there. And if I get out of here, actually here, let's do it this way. Let's change this back to the extended view and come back to team members. You'll see it defaults back to the default view. But you can create all kinds of views, whether they're public or for yourself alone, and have them in here available to you whenever you need them. Well, I don't think we need, since it's not going to show us the app created by, I think we can go ahead and actually get rid of that. Oh, and I keep doing this. I don't want to do that. I want to go back here. Come on. Change to the extended view. Modify the view. And we will take out app created by. And choose OK. There. And that's our views. And I promise we'll do that datasheet view in a little bit further on in this course. And we're also going to deal with those other options at the end of the view later on in this course as well. But for now, this is what we've got for creating a simple list.